Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of our Spooktober series. Today, we are discussing a fear that affects 25% or more of the population, and it probably affects a whole lot of dancers, and we find ways to not have to address it. It's called glossophobia, aka tongue dread. You may know it better as fear of public speaking. Now, a lot of times as dancers, we're not all that worried about a fear of public speaking because we let our body do the talking and not necessarily our voices. However, in many situations, both in our professional careers, whether they be in dance or not, and in our dance lives, we have opportunities to express ideas to other people. And if we're afraid to speak, to share those ideas with other people, it can really hold us back. So there are lots of ways that we can work on our glossophobia, and I'm sure I will be doing a full podcast episode on fear of public speaking and ways to get past that. But for today, we're going to be talking about 3 tips to help you get past your fear of public speaking. Number 1 is to be very crystal clear on what it is that you're trying to get across to your audience. The clearer that you are on the idea and the information that you're trying to share with them, the more you can focus on that as your mission. And then everything else can be pushed a little bit to the side, not completely, but a little bit, because your focus becomes getting that information across. Number 2 on the list is to keep your focus on your audience. In fact, public speaking is not really about you speaking. It's about your audience getting the information that you're trying to share with them. So if you focus on your audience, keep them in the forefront of your mind. Are they getting the information that I'm trying to get to them? Instead of, am I performing well enough for them? Are they laughing? Are they excited to be here? When your focus is on that information from point 1 and your focus number 2 on whether or not your audience is getting the information, then you're going to be able to take some pressure off of yourself. Tip number 3 is think about the things and plan for the things that scare you. It's one of those sad things, but true things about phobias, that when you deal with a phobia, you have these looped thoughts in your head that play over and over and over again about everything that can go wrong. And a lot of times we're concerned about 1 or 2 things in particular that can go wrong. And we play the loop over and over in our heads of the situation where everything goes wrong. Instead, I'm going to challenge you to think about what could go right when you're dealing with that scenario. So if something in particular scares you, think about ways that you would address that issue and then play that tape in your head over and over and over again instead. It will give you some confidence and some sense of control over the situation. And let's face it, most of the time, the things that we're really scared about happening don't actually happen anyway. So, in all of these situations, remember, you are not the helpless teenager running through the big haunted house in the horror movie. You are the hero of your own movie. If you would like to hear more ideas from the world of corporate training and development blended with belly dance, I invite you to listen to my podcast called Belly Dance Alchemy. It's available on most public streaming services that you can find nowadays. We're still working on getting on a few more, but as we get those on, I will let everyone know. You can also sign up for our mailing list at bellydancealchemy.org. I hope you all have a wonderful, spooky week.